How's it, grade 9s? Today we're going on to triangles, working from slides 1 to 12 from the triangles PowerPoint. Okay, so in the first couple of slides, guys, they are just refreshing your memory on the types of triangle. You have a scalene, isosceles, and equilateral. All right, just read through it. Make sure you remember what each triangle does and the properties of them. What I want to focus on today is the geometry, working out the angles of the triangle. So, as you remember, if you have a triangle, any triangle, A, B, C, the interior angles, A, B, and C, A plus B plus C, will be equal to 180. And you remember your reason for that, angles of a triangle. The next thing I want you to remember, again, if you have a triangle ABC, and then you have this exterior angle of the triangle, you know that this exterior angle, C1, will be equal to A plus B. In other words, the interior opposite angles of that angle. So how I do it, you go inside, and then the opposite angles would be that one and that one. So that plus that would be equal to this one. The reason, exterior angle of a triangle. Then you get this type of triangle here, where this side is equal to this side. We call this an isosceles triangle, and it has a special property that if AB, this side, is equal to AC, this side, then the opposite angles will be equal. So the angle opposite this side would be B, the angle opposite this side here is C, they will be equal. Okay, the reason for that, angles opposite equal sides. All right, this one pops up a lot, grade 9s, so just remember it. Okay, going on to the next one. And the next one is just the reverse of what we just learned. If this angle Q is equal to this angle R, so angle Q is equal to angle R, that means the side opposite this angle, which is PR, will be equal to the side opposite this angle PQ. So if these angles are equal, then the opposite sides are equal, PQ equals PR. And our reason for that, sides opposite equal angles. All right, the last one I want you guys to remember is this is an equilateral triangle. In other words, all the sides are equal. So if all the sides are equal, then you can say all the angles are 60. And our reason is equilateral triangle. Or vice versa. If all the angles are 60, then all the sides are equal. Again, reason, equilateral triangle. All right, going on to example 1. So example 1 is saying, determine the sizes of the angles designated by variables. So that means this one here, A, B, C, and D. They've also told us that this DG line is parallel to this AC triangle line. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight my parallel lines. It'll make it a little bit easier for you to see. So it's this line here, parallel to this line here. Okay, so the first one that we can see is to work out angle A. Angle A and this 120 angle lie on a straight line. So we know that angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So first of all, I can say that A plus 120 degrees equals 180. My reason for that, angles on a straight line. And I can solve for A now. So A is equal to 180 minus 120. So we get A is equal to 60. So now I know that this angle here is 60 degrees. Let's solve for B now. Now there's two ways that we can solve for B. Either we can use co-interior, and my co-interior angles will be this angle with this angle. And you can see here's our C over here, going down like that. That's one way of doing it. Now remember, co-interior angles add up to 180. There's another one I can use, and that's alternate angles. So I can go here, come down, and go there. And you see there's the Z. So that means that B is equal to 60 because of alternate angles. Okay, so I'm going to do that one. So we can see that B is equal to 60 degrees, and my reason is alternate angles. And remember, whenever you use alternate angles, corresponding or co-interior, you must state which lines were parallel. So AC parallel DG. Okay, so now we know that this is 60. Okay, the next one I'm going to go for is angle D. So with angle D, you can see here I can make another Z. Okay, and that's going to be alternate angles. So we can say that D is equal to 43 degrees, and this is alternate angles. And now you must just state which lines were parallel. So AC parallel DG. So now I know that this is 43. Okay, so there's two ways that we can work out angle C. First of all, we can use angles on a straight line. We know what that is. We know what that is. We can work out C by saying 60 plus C plus 43 equals 180, angles on a straight line. Or we can use angles in a triangle. We can say that C plus 60 plus 43 equals 180. And our reason for that would be angles in a triangle. Okay. Either way, grade 9s, it will give you the same answer. So I'm just going to use angles on a straight line. So here we know that C plus 60 plus 43 equals 180 degrees. And my reason for that is angles on a straight line. Okay. So this will give us C is equal to 180 minus 60 minus 43. And we get that C is equal to 77 degrees. And now we have solved for all of the variables. Okay, going on to example 2. Example 2 is saying solve for x. So our x is this little x here and this one here. All right. So this one is a little bit tricky, but not too bad. Okay, so as you can see, we have an isosceles triangle. So that means that the angles opposite your equal sides will be equal. So we have this angle here opposite that side, and that angle there opposite that side. Sorry, I just want to put in my letters here. So we know that angle Y will be equal to angle Z. And angle Z is this 3x minus 15. So that means that Y is 3x minus 15. So the first thing I'm going to say here is angle Y equals angle Z. And my reason for that is angles opposite equal sides. Therefore, that means that angle Y is equal to 3x minus 15 degrees. Okay, so we've worked this out to be 3x minus 15. Now, we have all three angles. Okay, forget about that they're in terms of x. It still means that we still have them. Okay, I can use angles in a triangle now to find this out, because I can add that to that to that, set it equal to 180, get an equation, and solve. So that's what I'm going to say here. I'm going to say that angle x plus angle y plus angle z will be equal to 180 degrees. And my reason for that is angles of a triangle. Okay. What is our angle x? It is little x. Plus, what is our angle y? 3x minus 15 degrees. Plus, what is our angle z? 3x minus 15. And that's equal to 180. So I just substituted my values in for my angle x, y, and z. All right. So let's get like terms together and then chuck all the numbers to the other side. And we get x plus 3x gives us 4x plus 3x gives us 7x is equal to 180 minus 15, plus 15, sorry, and then plus another 15. So we get 7x is equal to, that's going to give us 30, so that's 210. Divide both sides by 7. And we get x is equal to 30 degrees. And that's what they asked us to do, solve for x. All right, grade 9s. I would like you to do exercise 12.1 for me, please. Thank you.